Okay, record ulit ako. Anyway, so we have different types of pollution. So I have listed here around 7 major types of pollution. We have air pollution. We have land pollution, land and soil pollution, water pollution. Ano pa ba? Ano pa yung linis dito? Thermal pollution, radioactive pollution. Oh shit. Radioactive pollution, noise pollution, and light pollution. So, first dito muna tayo sa ating air pollution. Air pollution is defined as the presence in the air of abnormal amounts of chemical constituents capable of causing harm to living organisms. No? So, ito yung, ano itong mga uh, chemical compounds na ito na present, yung sinasabi ko nga na yung ating harmful greenhouse gases like uh, yung chlorofluorocarbon, yung CFC, yung CO, yung carbon monoxide, yung ating sulfur dioxide, yung ano pa ba? So yun. So the clean air consists of 78% nitrogen by volume, 21% oxygen, and trace gases less than 1%. Yung ating trace gases is yung inert gases na present sa environment. So iba-iba pang types ng gas at 1%. So polluted air may contain particulate matter such as black soot and many different gaseous chemicals such as carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, nitrogen oxide, sulfur oxide, ozone, nitrates, sulfates, organic hydrocarbons, and many others. So, ang ozone natin is O3. Pakitandaan na lang po. Kung ang oxygen gas is O2, ang ating ozone is O3. Ozone is toxic kung i-absorb ng human body dito sa ating sa atmospheric level, ang ozone is very toxic to organic organisms. Ozone is toxic to organisms. Kaya ang ozone is nasa stratosphere because of its light composition. Magian siya and hindi siya accumulating dito sa ating atmosphere on atmospheric level. So yeah. Ano pa ba? Many of these are also found in clean air as trace gases, but they become pollutants if present in abnormal quantities. So, according to the definition, if yung if yung ating trace gases is nag-exceed on normal conditions, like since ang trace gases is ang isang clean air, sa isang clean air, ang trace gases is dapat less than 1% lang. Pag sumobra doon, like sabihin natin 1.5% or 2% na siya, magiging polluted na siya sa air kasi magkakaroon na to ng negative impact sa organisms. No? So yeah. Water pollution. Second type of pollution is water pollution, characterized by the presence of excess physical, chemical, or biological substances that changes the qualities of water and are capable of causing harm to living organisms. So, anong example ng mga water pollutions natin? So, itong ating oil spills, ating mga chemical spills na nangyayari no? sa natin or ano pa ba? Yung basura very common. This is very common anywhere else in the world. Yung ating basura na tinatapon sa ating mga bodies of water. Since yung basura po natin is mainly composed of non-biodegradable materials like plastic, hindi lang po nakaka-cause ng pagkakamatay ng organisms dun sa tubig because of nakaka-ingest ng microplastics na tinatawag or yung natatrap sa mga plastic lines, sa mga plastic cellophanes, no? But yung mismong pag-degrade ng plastic doon sa tubig is nakakakos ng pangamatay ng species like pagpatay ng ng coral leaves, no? Dahil sa substance na i-release ng plastic kapag nagde-degrade na siya sa tubig. Yung nabanggit ko kanina yung microplastic. Some plastics cannot be disintegrated into the atomic level. Na-disintegrate siya into little bits of plastic. Kaya tinatawag siya na microplastic. So, very minute, minuscule level of parang maliliit na grains ng plastic lang. Ito yung nai-ingest ng ating mga organisms, no? Sa tubig, like sa sea, no? And in turn, kapag na-collect na tong mga microplastics na to, since free-flowing na siya dun sa tubig, tapos kumain tayo ng isda, so nagkakaroon na din tayo ng microplastics sa ating katawan. So, yeah, ito yung isa pang harmful effect ng pag paggagamit natin ng plastic. So, bumabalik lang naman sa atin yung ginagawa natin sa 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 environment. No? So, hindi natin alam na nakaka-ingest na pala tayo ng microplastics. So, meron na tayong microplastic sa katawan which will have very toxic effects sa body ng organisms. Since ang main component baga ng plastic is petroleum, yung ating natural oils, no? Ay hindi siya, pag sinabi, so yeah, gamitin nyo lang imagination nyo kung ano maging effect ng microplastic sa ating katawan. So yeah, ano pa ba? Minsan yung ating mga basura is nagkakos ng pinamumugaran to ng mga bacteria which causes uh, amoebiasis. So yan, nagiging marumi yung tubig, not fit for consumption na siya. Since isa sa pinakang uh, kailangan na resource ng tao is water. The human body can survive 30 days na walang food basta merong water. No? But kung walang alisin yung water sa sa human, no? Kung hindi siya makapag-inom ng water, in 3 days, 3 to 5 days, pwede siyang mamatay. So, since yung ating mga natural springs is napopollute na din ng water, so napopollute na yung ating mga natural springs. So, yeah. Ang ganda manirahan. Some water pollutants cannot be seen or tasted. For example, some chemicals such as pesticide and most of the microorganisms that cause waterborne diseases. So water pollution involves more than just the appearance of water. So water pollution involves more than just the appearance of the water. Hindi lang yung nakikita natin as the physical aspect ng water, but yung composition na mismo ng water not seen by our naked eye. No? Since hindi natin nakikita yung bacteria sa ating naked eye, hindi natin pala alam na infested na yung yung water natin na ginagamit. Hindi lang sa pag-iinom, kundi sa ginagamit natin sa pang-araw-araw. So yeah. Polluted water should not be used for drinking, washing, bathing, or agriculture. If polluted water is used by humans, then it can adversely affect the body in different ways, depending on the type and concentration of pollutant. So, mas malaking concentration, mas deadly sa humans or sa organisms. You have here soil and land pollution. Soil and land pollution is linked to water pollution since liquid waste containing toxic chemicals are pathogenic microorganisms. When we say pathogenic microorganisms, ito yung mga microorganisms which causes harm sa ating katawan. On the surface of the land can seep slowly into the soil and may percolate down to contaminate groundwater. So, ano yung percolate? Ito yung pag-seep down ng pag 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 pag-seep down ng substances, chemicals, etc. sa ating groundwater resources. So, yeah. To contaminate groundwater, which can affect people using springs or wells in